So, you know, like we got a lot of cowards, a lot of bitch ass motherfuckers that live around here, and they just took over, you know, like, and it's all over the place, like in most cities and shit, you know what I mean? And that's because, like, well, they done eliminated a lot of the men, you know, were in prison or done went crazy or turned alcoholic because, like, if we try to, like, exert any type of, like, you know, alpha or whatever, you know, it's like, no, no, we can't have that anymore, you know, like, oh my God, he's displaying anger as if anger's a bad thing, you know, like, you know, there's a difference between being angry and being able to, like, you know, um, be violent, you know, like, anger ain't shit, you know, anger is a tool that everybody gets, you know, but like, that doesn't necessarily mean that that anger has to turn violent, you know, like, you know, the OGs and these cats that have learned and the sages and the have learned how to turn that into to an energy that heals their communities, you know, and that's what the real motherfuckers that I know are doing up in the Bay, bro, and that's what we've been doing. But like all this shit where like it's like this left liberal shit, and look, we're all liberal, we're all conservative. That's just perspective. I'm tired of this binary shit, like, you know, like you're one or the other, like, you know, it's like we all have, it's a spectrum, man. We're all on, you know, like, it's not safety or security, you know, I mean, excuse me, sovereignty or security, you know, it's not either or, it's both. But, you know, like, if you have to, like, decide on one or the other, we as Americans that celebrate a free society would err on the side of allowing the individual the ability to figure it out for themselves and know that may come at a price. Like, we tend to think that that is necessary in order for that to hold out in the long haul, or else you have atrocities that we've seen all throughout history that nobody seems to know about anymore or recall to their memory, or see the similarities of what's going on right outside our door and what we've seen in history. And it boggles my mind, y'all. It really boggles my mind. And it's like people have been completely programmed and they're scary. They're super duper scary, you know? And like, you know, it's none of your business to be trying to be a corporate slave and tell other people what to do. You shouldn't be telling them how to fucking wear a mask or telling them how to live or none of that shit. You know, you want to go to job and go to work, that's fine. That's your business, but you don't, you know, that's what fascist systems do. Okay? That's what fascism is. And they turned all these baristas and these grocery clerks into corporate police, and they're enforcing policy because certain people are scared. Look, you should protect yourself by all means. You should, you know, protect yourself, but you don't have the right to take away my liberties and the other people, you know, by force, you know. Oh, I can just go down the street. I can just go down the street and buy what? Go to what store exactly are you call? Oh, so I just got to call everybody. You know, like if I weren't to wear a mask, like was that how do you get by in this society? So, anyways, we got to start networking because they're gonna lock this shit down. Like if they already have it locked down, you know what I'm saying? Like all they're gonna do is like take the masks off and like you've already got most people that are you know, like you act like most people, you act like you're not going to get the vaccine. Come on, man. Come on. What else you going to do if they cut you out of society? Huh? Get real, man. You know, and they got, look, they got nanotech. I'm not saying that this is what they're doing. I don't fuck if I know, man, but I do know they have nanotechnology, okay? And I do know that, like, they got this 5G network up, and what's to say that they wouldn't have certain batches with some shit in it, and not everywhere, but like, and they can activate that at any time. You know, people are trying to control the population because they're worried about it. I mean, and people are hella malleable, and they're like, well, that's not always going to be the case. You know, we got them pretty super duper like bitch made right now, but you know, we better take advantage of that while they're feeling all squishy, you know, before we go back to times like when I grew up in the 90s where we was slapping and laying down rules, you know, and and you knew better to look and act certain ways because there was respect, and that shit has gone out the window because, well, a lot of the people that were holding down the rules and the laws, like I was saying earlier, are locked up or gone. So our soldiers, our generals, the people that should be protecting our neighborhoods, that are from our neighborhoods, are no longer in our neighborhoods. And that's a problem. That's a problem. So some of us are going to have to step up and be teachers. Some of us are going to have to like pull together and really like fill the gap and bridge the gap. And so like, anyways, like I can no longer sit on my haunches and not say something about this stuff and be trying to connect people. So I've put some stuff together. You can reach out at me, C. Morris at tacosandroses.org. You can go to the website, tacosandroses.org. We need to start working on sovereignty, y'all. Like, how are we going to feed and clothe and wash ourselves?